at the end of 9 hard minutes. Okay.
Valerie
Here
Mackenzie Vobril.
Final heat right here for the women.
Yep. And Jessica
Christy
Pamanian.
Phillips.
Valerie Mackenzie Vobril, Christy Phillips, Jelly Fouché, Annie Thorisdottir, and Kristen Clever.
Annie Thorisdottir.
Taller athlete, Bill.
It's going to play to her favor, definitely.
The time to beat on this is 9 minutes, well, just shy of 9 minutes, 8 minutes and 55 seconds, set by Heather Bergeron and Rebecca Voigt. Okay, the judges will ask their athletes if they have any final questions, but
1 minute.
Pretty straightforward.
Directions
stay
were what?
in your lane.
Directions were what? Get it done.
Take all those sandbags and move them over there.
Just take those and put them over there.
You see that stuff up there?
Put them over there.
Take it over there.
You have to love when it's easy directions, though, because you can't mess up on stuff.
Keep it simple, stupid. Isn't that
That's right.
the way it goes? We are getting close. Annie Thorisdottir, she says, hey, it's still warm enough that I'm going to shred the
Don't step over the line till I
larger
say go.
shirt.
Yeah, this mat right here. Stay behind the mat till I say go, okay? 10 seconds. Three, two, one, go.
Final heat.
They're
Here
off.
we go.
No problem, up and over.
Kristen Clever, the last
up
one
and
over. They're just sprinting up at the top of the stairs.
Kristen
they are
is
moving
hurdling.
fast. These are the top 6 athletes, so you would expect an increased work capacity here.
So right there is Kristen Clever. She went all the way to the top. She's bringing both heavy bags it down at one time over all the other bags.
Looks like she has a specific game plan in mind. She's going to step over, knock some down, drag them. It doesn't matter. She's got one in one arm, and she's dragging the other one in the other arm.
And again,
if she doesn't set it at the bottom and then run back upstairs and throw more down. She's getting work done while she's there. Throws those small ones
right
over.
back up again.
That's smart. I think that's really, really smart.
It's got to be efficient on this. How many times do you want to go up and down those stairs?
Yeah, because each time takes precious seconds.
Yep.
So these ladies are moving 2 60-pound bags, 3 40-pound bags, 4 20-pound bags, and 5 10-pound bags. Annie Thorisdottir heads up to the top. She grabs her largest ones, one in each hand, and she just muscles them down the stairs. Looks like Julie Fouché. She just has one in her hand, and she's dragging it down the stairs. I think that you're going to see that Kristen Clever is being quite clever in the way she's putting this wad together.
That was really clever.
Yeah. She's got a specific game plan in mind, and it looks like the purpose behind her game plan is to cut down on any excess effort that she has to make. Jessica Pamanian, first one done. Just been crossfitting since January, Jessica Pamanian. Annie Thorisdottir down. Jessica Pamanian down. Kristen Clever down. Julie Fouché makes the jump. So does Valerie. All 6 women at the bottom of the stairs.
So yeah, how many people do you think we're gonna try and take them all in one shot here?
We're gonna find out. Definitely not Julie Fouché. She says, I'm gonna take half, come back for the rest. Oh, no, she was just turning it around.
So they know it can be done now.
You gotta be careful though, because you cannot get that lopsided.
Jessica Pamanian, she's going for it.
She says, I liked what I saw with Heather Bergeron. It's a large risk, but I'm gonna take it. Christy Phillips sprinting, has a majority of her bags.
Not wanting to get out of control there.
Whoa. Julie Fouché, she's there. They are going.
Kristen Clever,
Kristen
she's
Clever
filled her
just
bags
dumped her.
and now has to unload the entire bag and unload the entire wheelbarrow.
She had all of them. Annie Thorisdottir taking all of her bags one time. Julie Fouché sprinting back across. Now Jessica Pamanian, rather than, okay, so she's setting some on the ground, it looks like. I think that's a wasted effort as well. Annie Thoris' daughter making the trip with one time.
Annie made it over with all of her bags.
Here comes a judge. Those judges have to scale that wall twice. Just like the athletes. Annie grabbing them, throwing. I think that's smart. You don't want to set them down because you have to pick them back up again. Just taking 2 steps and just throwing them. Kristen Clever put half of her bags back in. She's in the last place in this heat right now.
Well, I tell you what, though, that doesn't even rattle her though.
No, it doesn't.
She just keeps on going.
Annie with the Highlanders' way of doing it.
Nice.
Wow, it's that Viking blood. Holy smoke. And Bill, she's not setting them on the ground. I think that's smart because
less squats.
Yeah,
you're going to be burning your legs out anyway.
She doesn't have to pick them up again.
Yep.
Gonna go for her 60.
Here's Kristen.
Okay, and she does. Okay, Annie Thoris' daughter got a big one over. That's huge. That is huge.
So here's her last bag, I believe.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Oh.
She caught it though, didn't have to pick it up off the ground.
And it's up and over.
She's gonna back up, run and jump. First one with the bags over.
Annie's up.
Is Annie Thoris' daughter.
There she goes.
She is just powering through this incredible athlete. We're being told that the boot camp stuff that they do actually has a lot of sandbags in it. So she's quite accustomed to this. It's paying off big time now.
She
takes
skipping
one bag.
steps on the way out.
Takes one bag and throws it down. Her biggest bags. She's thought this wide out as well. We're seeing an Icelandic flag in the background.
Annie with a substantial lead right now.
5 minutes and 13 seconds. Time to beat 8 minutes and 59 seconds, it looks like. She takes her next biggest, her second 60-pounder, and she's bringing it up right over the shoulders. She's got a clear game plan in mind. Jessica Pamanian up and over the wall. Christy Phillips over the wall.
A smile on Annie
Thoris' daughter heading back down. She's got the heaviest part of her job is done.
And she knows that. You see that smile?
Valerie's over too. Christy Phillips up. She's got 4 bags in her hand. Julie Fouché over the wall. Annie Thoris' daughter, she's got 2 of them in. She's being very, I was going to say scientific. That's not. She's being very deliberate in the type of bag she's bringing up. Definitely the bigger ones. Takes a look over at Valerie and says, I better get to work. Jessica Pamanian coming up the stairs. Slow plodding steps. They're getting close, and I can see that the fatigue is setting in on their faces. 20-minute time cap. I don't think we'll have any problem with this group of athletes. 6 minutes, 35 seconds. The time to beat 8 minutes and 59 seconds. Get a good look at Kristen there. She's throwing the smaller ones up and over. Looks like she built herself a little step ladder out of bags too.
Wow, there goes Annie,
daughter.
Loaded up, coming up the stairs.
I think that if you could buy stock, we'll ask Marty about this, but if you could buy stock in Rogue Fitness, their sale of sandbags is going to go through the roof after this weekend. Annie did win the sandbag sprint from last year, if you'll remember right. This is right up her alley.
Jessica Pamanian going up with 3 bags.
Well, looks like she's going to be repeating the sandbag event definitely this year.
Yeah. Kristen going up with her
the sandbag queen.
She's loaded up. Looks like she has 3 left, so she's got about 1 more trip or so.
Jessica Pamanian dropping her load, heading back down for another trip. And Annie is just sprinting up the stairs, reminiscent of last year's hill sprint. And she drops it, heads back down. She's not even phased. Looks like she's on her last trip. Curtis is going to go down with her. Valerie drops her load. She's back down. Kristen Clever working hard. Julie Fouché putting together a good wad.
So she's 1 minute below the time to beat of 8:59. She's going to beat that by a minute. There's Annie finishing up.
Time. 8 minutes and 4 seconds.
A new time.
She set a new time
Excellent.
to beat. She takes first place on this wad.
That's right. I'll tell you what, she's been at the top for virtually every event now, other than that, the very first event with the muscle ups.
Except for one. Muscle ups still a weakness.
Kristen flying back down the stairs.
I'm glad to see we haven't had any athletes stumble with the fatigue setting in. Christy Phillips getting it done. Rogue Fitness shirt on her.
Yeah, powering up those stairs, powering up those stairs.
And I think she's
and
done.
She's finished. That looked like, what, 840, I believe.
Second place on that wad. Christy Phillips in second place. Annie Thorisdottir yelling at her fans. She's got a lot of them. Julie Fouché heading up the stairs. Hands are taped from an earlier wad.
Valerie's got to be close.
And Kristen Clever on the other side of this of the stadium here. Hard to tell how many she has. Jessica Pamanian heading back down. How many more trips?
Valerie's done. I believe she just finished right now.
Valerie's done. A smile on her face and a high five from her judge.
Around a 9:10 on that.
9 minutes, 10 seconds. Great job, Valerie. Annie Thorisdottir down there helping Julie Fouché, saying you can do it, keep going.
Jessica Pamanian with her last trip up the stairs.
Last trip for Jessica Pamanian. Kristen Clever working hard. She had the unfortunate luck of having her wheelbarrow dump over when she had all of her sandbags in it, and Jessica Pamanian is done. Valerie's going to come over and say, Jessica, great job.
Kristen's heading back down. Not sure how many bags she has left down at the bottom. She's got to be close.
But it looks like Julie Fouché is done. Our final competitor is Kristen Clever. Wow, everybody is turning in fast times. I'm telling you. Kristen Clever.
At a height of 5 feet and 3/4 inches. Got all of her bags over the wall.
So she's moving the 240-pound bags right now.
Gotta be getting close.
Judges are turning in scorecards. We'll get some official times, official results as soon as we can.
She'll have one more trip after this, so
incredible job.
Get these last two big bags up.
These girls, I've said this before, but this is the closest we've been to the action, and man, these girls are just athletes through and through.
Last trip for Kristen Clever, guys. It's here for her.
Here she goes, finishing up now.
Lots of shouts of encouragement. This is the final heat. If you're just joining us, I should have been bringing you guys up to date, but Kristen Clever on her final trip, 11 minutes and 8 seconds right now. But if you're just joining us, this is the final heat of the last woman's wad of the day. All of these athletes will advance on to tomorrow's competition. And she is done with 11 minutes and 20 seconds. Great job. Not sure what the time is, but she's smiling anyway. Looks like she got a haircut in between workouts there. Am I wrong, Bill?
That's possible. Well, you know,
like
when you have a certain look, you got to keep that look. You got to keep it clean. You got to maintain it.
A rep to
all the way through the competition.
Yeah,
it's important.
Yeah. You got a rep to maintain. And all of the women over there together, not all of them, but a good portion of the women in this heat, kind of talking about the successes and the failures that they had there. Great job. Great job. Okay, and we're with one of the women that did an incredible job on this. This is Heather Bergeron, and Kariana has her with her right now. Let's go to you, Kariana.
Hi guys, I'm here with our favorite Heather Bergeron. Heather, you had some great strategy. You really used your brain on that one. Tell us, were you?
That was like a collection of like 20 brains going into that one, and none of which included mine, which is typical for me.
Well, we were impressed with that strategy, and it obviously worked out really well for you. Were you excited to hear the workout? Was it fun? Tell us.
I was a little nervous coming off of last year with the sledgehammer, where I just got wrecked, and I was worried that, you know, I'm not one of those athletes that can just pick up be told something to do that I'm not used to, and then and I just can't pick it up last second like that, because I got wrecked in that.
You haven't been doing yard work this year to prepare?
Yes, obviously. Don't I look like I do my own yard work? No, but I live in the Boston area, and we live relatively close to the Harvard Stadium, which has, I mean, just a zillion stairs. So we've gone there a few times, and I was thinking the whole time that I was really glad that we had done that, because I just could remember what it felt like, and it certainly feels harder with weight on you, but I've been there recently, so it felt all right.
So what would you love to see come out tomorrow?
Maybe like 100 handstand push-ups for time. Yeah, maybe that.
And what do you not want to see come out?
A heavy, like 1 rep max deadlift, which hopefully after today I don't have to worry about, but you never know with these clowns what they're going to come out with. And I don't know, it's hard to say. This group of girls is so strong. It's like all my friends from home are writing me all day. They're like, yeah, pistols, this is your workout, you're going to wreck it. And it's like, not with this crew. It's like muscle ups, you're going to wreck that workout. It's like, not with this group. They're just so... They're so impressive, and the improvement from last year to this year in the female competition, I think, is just it's really cool to see how far this group has come.
And you included in that?
No, obviously not. No, not obviously. I mean, I've gotten stronger from last year, but there's so many girls that can like bang out 9 muscle ups straight and move into repping out snatches at 95, or they can jerk over 200 pounds, or, it's unbelievable. And I think it's really cool. Yeah.
Well, you're doing an amazing job. We can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you going to go home and rest up?
No, I'm thinking about putting down a few beers and staying up all night,
Good recovery techniques. So we're going to go back to the desk, and we're going to anxiously await the first men's heat. Thank you, Heather.